So, hello everyone. Welcome to the USA versus Iran. It's my pleasure. I'm Alex Eshaghian from Alex Eshaghian Backgammon. It's my pleasure to be joined by my good friend and backgammon grandmaster and participant of this competition, Petko Kostadinov. Hello.
Hi Alex, hi guys. I'm happy to be here commenting on this match. Look forward to a great one.
Yeah, how are you doing, Petko?
Good. Preparing for Monte Carlo, playing every day, practicing. So
Right.
it's all good.
So I'm monitoring the chat. I have a little bit of congestion. You can probably hear that in my voice. But I have the chat up, so I'll say hello. Let's see who's here. Big Sir Lance, hello. And Mehdi Salari. And also Amir Ashrafi is in the chat. I know he was trying to join us as a commentator, but it didn't work out. So let me just move this around. Okay, looks like they've started. Behrad Ahmadi is playing the black checkers at the bottom. Joe Urso, the white checkers at the top. Joe's from the USA, Behrad from Iran. Looks like a 6-5, 4-1. Okay, so 2-1. You able to see it, Petko?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, 2-1. Yeah, moving.
2-1 just steps up.
Yeah. So, two attacking.
Let me see if I can ask Dimitri to remove the music. Working on removing the music. In the meanwhile, this is a 13-point match. Now 4-1 for Behrad. Comes down. Joe's going to want to do something with the back checkers, hopefully hit. Petko, do you know how to pin the screen? So you see the screen where it says where it has the board? Okay, there we go.
So the race is close.
Yeah.
Running is close.
Okay. There we go. Are you seeing everything? So now double 5 for Joe Urso.
I would leave one checker back personally. The race is close. No need to stay with two checkers, in my opinion.
Right. 4-3 for Behrad.
Yeah.
That's a little awkward, but
I just go to the 6.
yeah, if you play 13-6, you leave 6 numbers, 6 sevens.
Yeah, but the other one is ugly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Makes the board 5-3.
Now we can do it. Yeah. Making the juice correct. Yeah. Ooh.
Double three. So maybe 5 and 7. What do you think? Like that.
Yeah, that was my first instinct. There is another place you can go back in.
You can play 3 to the 7, but
I like this play.
no.
No, I like making the 5 and the 7.
Yeah. Very good. Hello, Amir in the chat. Maybe you can say some words about Behrad for the viewers that do not know him. So, Petko, one thing I noticed when we're doing commentary on matches that are online is that it moves a lot faster because they're not shaking the dice. They're not, you don't see them thinking.
Yeah, good point.
So we have to go fast.
Plus 3 going to the 5.
So just to the 5 to play safe.
Yeah, because it's no reason to risk it, in my opinion.
That's too much. That's giving him a shot for no reason, right?
Yeah. You can just naturally go to the 5 and then go from there.
Okay. I think the race is very close, so you don't want to be hit.
Yeah. And he's up 9 pips after the play, so if he was down a lot, maybe hitting would have been correct, but
Yeah. In these types of positions, it's a close race. You want to gain some ground in the race and send the cube. So now he rolled a 6-1. Comes out. So now he's up 2 pips, not a double yet. 5-2. Thank you, Duvid, for the super thanks. Very kind. You guys can send a super thanks to Dimitri or Roberto. Give them a little bit of money to thank them for doing all this work. Now I can break it. So now it's a pure race. For the viewers, when would you start thinking about doubling Petco?
well, I have like 10% or something.
Around a 10% lead in the race. Yeah.
So what is it now?
71.82, but he has to roll.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing to note is the players cannot see the pip count. Only we can see the pip count. So now it's a 4 pip lead in the race, not quite a double yet, right?
Probably 2% error or something, so very close.
Okay, that gives Joe a chance to catch up. 5-4, that was a good roll. Keeps himself back
I
in.
will go to the 4 so he can, like if he rolls something with an ace, you won't get
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing a lot of the players are not so familiar with. Just like that, yeah. If your ace point is open, you want to check her on the 7 so you can come in with that and bear off. Okay, so now the race is closer. That was a great roll for Behrad. Joe needs to perform. I think that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, so 1-0. Joe makes his 5 point. This is the best opening sequence. Hello, Marty Gale from Nevada. Four one makes his bar point. Oh, makes his 4 point. Okay. What do you do with the second two?
I'll just make the 23.
Yeah,
The other option is to go to 22.
but you're outboarded. You want to be careful.
But I personally make the anchor and then focus on the other side of the board.
Right. A lot of people are, hesitant to make the 23 point because you kind of block yourself in. But now he's broken the 8 point, so it's not as big a factor, although he can remake it with a 5 or a 3. He's looking to go all the way up.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Unstacking the 6 point and making the 5 point is a really good long-term asset.
It's a long way to go, so just make the anchor and try to make a 5 prime on the other side on your front board. But this is okay.
Okay, 6-2. Not a good roll.
Yeah, so...
He could do this with a stronger board.
Yeah, picking...
Oh, he's slotting in front?
No. What? You're all too far from the bar, right?
4-2, so yeah, he played 13-9. 4-1. So you can make the 3 point or make the 2 point.
Make the deuce.
Right.
So that
Put him on the bar.
prevent your opponent to make a 5 prime. I just make the deuce.
Yeah, this takes away half the roll.
Wow, it didn't work. Oh, let's see.
Okay.
Oh,
Can't come in. Hello to Big John in the chat.
150, 150.
He's thinking about a cube.
Yeah, he has some market moves. So,
But those 2 checkers back is a problem.
I would have spent more time on this big decision. He played it quickly.
I didn't like the look of 2 checkers on the 24 against the 4 prime and a 2 point board. And a third checker back. There's just a lot to do.
That's true. Yeah. But at least spending some time
Right.
for it is always good.
Do you find that when you play online, you play faster than when you play in person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the fifth count is on most of the time.
Yeah, well, here it's not on for the players.
Actually, I like coming out to 17. Yeah.
That back checker is not under threat.
That's probably his worst number, so I found. That's a tough one.
Wow. Do you come out and lift because of the board?
What's the fifth count? 136.
144, 136.
I don't know if you can hit and cover.
Right. Hit 13-9 and cover 8-2.
Yeah. What else? I don't think. You can hit and cover, but I would. You can hit the other block inside that.
Yeah, I think this is the 5. He's looking at this.
No. The race is very close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good, yeah, so now he can double. And he's up 11 pips, he's got some market movers. Yeah. Got a great board. I would take this. Would you take it, Alex?
Sorry, I was looking at something. So black is doubling.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, you're not down 9 pips. You have one on the 4 point where he wants to attack, another one on the bar, and no attackers on your own side. Yeah. I think I would have passed too.
I would have taken it, but I
Okay,
was wrong.
2-0. Okay, so now the 6-4s. Double 2. Now here, yeah, this is the standard play. Now, normally against an opening 6-4, if you roll a double 2, you're supposed to hit 24,
Yes.
16. Here he had a little bit more incentive because they had another one back. I mean, another one almost out on the 14. Another double 2. Now you hit twice.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Now does he have another cube?
Yeah. It could be even too good. Yeah.
I started out playing many more many more money games, so I never had too good with the center cube, so I always send it.
Yeah, but I think it's a little too good to me. This one got 2 more blocks. So you cover the 5 with so many numbers, and you can take a roll, see what happens. You can always double if you. Yeah, well, I could do it.
You have some huge jokers like double 6.
Yeah.
Okay, he double owns a pass. Okay, so he slots. Now 5-3. Should make the 3 point.
Yes. Yeah.
4-3.
Yes.
Yep. Steps up. Very good.
So I would go 2 up personally, trying to make an.
Right.
I don't wanna get stuck on 24. So splitting both would be my plan. 21, 22. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that be called the Middle Eastern split.
Yeah.
That's how my father plays. Like he'll play a 4-3 opening 2 up.
Yeah, this is too much in my opinion.
So now he hits and anchors.
Okay, so now it looks like a double to me.
Now Joe can think.
Yeah, yeah, you have both 5 points made. The race is, what is it? Oh, he's up 11. 3 checkers back, so that's a very good double.
Thank you, Tabletop Gameware. He says, please turn off Petco's microphone. They're having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if you can adjust anything on your end.
Unfortunately, something is wrong and I don't know what.
Maybe you could speak a little louder. I don't know.
Okay, I'll try.
So who would take this in the chat? Put 1 for take, 2 for pass. Take 1, pass 2. Let me hear what you think in the chat. He did pass. So now it's 3-1 for Behrad. Now 4-1 for Joe. Splits 5-2. Brings one down, and I think I would split from the back. Thank you, Big Sir Lance and Lucy Cross. Okay. 3-2 makes the anchor.
I'll go 22, yeah.
5-4 makes the 4-point. One of the things I realize is you don't have to read the dice when they're playing online because it's very visible. When they're playing on a regular board, it's hard to see, so you have to read the dice. So what do? You hit twice like that?
Yeah.
I think that's what I do.
That's too good, yeah.
Oh, he danced and he's playing on.
That's a good plan.
For me, playing on is much easier when I'm at an even away score than an odd away score. What do you think about that?
Say it again?
Playing on with a center cube is easier for me when I'm at an even away score than when I'm at an odd away score.
Yes, correct, yeah. And you double earlier also when you're even away. Like early in the match.
Yeah, there's more of a game. Oh, hello, Ruholab Amiri Andy. He's playing in this tournament too. Grandmaster from Iran. So now Joe is thinking about a cube.
I wouldn't double this. He got too much.
That was a good roll.
64.
He could escape one.
Yeah, this is actually.
He just stays back.
Spend more time on this. Running for the 12. I don't know.
Yeah, now he has what Falafel used to call islands. All his outfield points are stripped. So if he rolls a 6, something's going to give. But Joe's the same way.
Yeah. I still wouldn't double this, even at the score. We have still a lot of work.
Well, sometimes you double because of market losers that occur because of the opponent's bad rolls. Right? So
Yeah, but black has, well, with the exception of the blow from the ace, you got 6-5-3, 8-6-5-3 structure, which is pretty good, you know.
yeah.
So I wouldn't double.
Okay.
So
eight shots. That was not one of them.
Alright, so going for the 5 would be right. Yeah.
So now Joe still can't double. Like he has 5 hitting numbers, but
5-4, 6-3, double 3. Still a mistake.
double 6 and double 5 are good too.
Oh,
There.
how those? Now let's play on.
Play on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have much to lose. Four one.
I'll go to 11.
Yeah. Now that spare checker on his 6 point is really good. Oh. He really wants that spare checker on the 6 point to help him play 5s. Anyway, he got it. That's one thing I tell students, when you're bearing in against the 2 point game and you have the 7 and 8 point, often it's better to clear the 7 point so you don't get squeezed on 5s. You really want spare checkers on your 6 point. So now double 5 for Joe. He's going to take 1 off each and then go for the gammon. Or like this. Is he winning a lot of gammons this way? That's what he's thinking about. So if he does this, he has a bad 6-1, 6-4, 5-1, 5-4. 4-3 is not great. Still can't come in. Now he's going to need a good roll. That's a terrible anti-joker. That's what happens when you clear the 5 point. 5-2 comes in and hits. Now he's no longer too good. Double 4. Wow. It's completely forced. 6-5.
So making the ace is
So he came in with the 6. He has a 5 to play. Covers the ace point.
yep.
Okay, he's coming out. So that leaves a 6-5. Double 5 hits, but leaves a shot. I would leave that checker on the 19, so if Joe rolls a double 5, he gets a return shot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So now this leaves 6-4 and double 5. Well, if he plays 19-14, he'll also get a double shot on double 5. But he leaves a 6-4, so he's trying to think of the best placement of the checkers in the outfield. Okay, so if he does this, he's waiting for Joe to come to him.
Well, I'll go with the checker open for double 5 instead. Yeah, so yeah, this would be correct. Yeah. I think
You could also consider playing to the 16 to get a shot on double 6.
yeah.
Okay, so now he has 5s and 1s. That's the no-hitter.
So
Do you try to bring checkers in to save the gammon?
yeah, I guess.
Do you leave it on the 19 point or come out?
I leave it on 19 because if you roll small numbers, you can still, take advantage.
And if he hits you loose, there's a double shot.
Yep.
Like a 4-1, 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's thinking about doubling.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to leave, Alex, because my audio is not good. So I apologize.
Okay, let me tell Dimitri so that,
I already exchanged text with Alberto.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let's see how this looks. Bear with me for just a moment. Yeah, so since he left the, it looks a little weird. Okay, so I'm here by myself, which is fine. Okay, there. He fixed that. All right, so where are we now? Behrad leads 3-2, 10 away, 11 away. For the viewers that are not familiar with the away score, it refers to how far away each player is from winning the match. Unlike a money game or unlimited, where your goal is to win as many points as possible, in a match, your only goal is to get to a specific predetermined number of points, in this case 13. So it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. All it matters is how far you are away from your goal. So now 3-2 for Behrad. He's behind, so he's not going to make that anchor. But I think making the anchor is best anyway. Okay, so Joe is doubling. He took. So with these, there's not a lot of time to discuss the positions because they move fast. So 6-4 is going to come down and slot the next point. That's usually what you want to do. Prepare your board. Double 5 is a great roll for Joe. He has a commanding lead in the race, and you just want to clear from the rear. So bring everything down from the midpoint, and then bring one in. The issue he's going to have is clearing the 10 point because it's 6 away from the anchor. That's usually the hardest point to clear. So, he's trying to do this, but now you're going to get stuck on the midpoint. I think you just do this. Yeah, I agree with this play. 2-1, so he can cover both. 6-4-9-8, make a 5 prime. No. Yeah, I mean, if you're slotting from the back, you might as well make it. Okay, so now 4-3. Yeah, he just saved some 6s there so that he can comfortably play off the 8 point in case he can't break the 10 point. 5-3 cannot do it. So he just plays safe in the board. So that's what Behrad is hoping for. Some bad number from Joe to be able to hit on his 15 point or Joe's 10 point. Now 5-4, he brings 2 checkers in. Double 2. Okay, so that's a great roll for Joe. Guess I lost the live chat. Okay. Give me just a moment. I'm trying to open up the chat, and looks like it's a race right now. And it looks like Joe's going to win this race. Double 6 isn't going to help. Okay, so now Joe takes the lead, 4-3. Splits with an opening 3-2 with a 6-5. Standard lover's leap running from the back. Now double 2 makes 2 points, and don't think you need a resplit from the back. I mean, yeah, we'll just do this, 13-11 for the next one. 6-3 is interesting because he can run from the back or he can hit loose. It's a little hard to hit loose because you have a weaker board. He decides to do that, leaves 22 numbers, 3s, 1s, and 6-5. He hits with a 6-1. Behrad is on the bar, anti-joker, 6-5, comes in with a 5. And I guess you'll have to do this. Now Joe can look because he has a lot of numbers that can attack. The race is relatively even. And then you think about the score. What are the threats? What are the market losers? So combination of 6-5, 3, and 1 will make the point on head, and then other 6s probably will just hit on. I mean, he may hit on the 18 point. Looks too good now. So this is the way I look at it. I count the numbers that make the 5 point. So 6-5, 6-3, 6-1, 5-3, 5-1, 3-1. Those are the non-doublets, right? So that's 12 numbers. And then the doubles, there's double 1, double 3, double 4, double 6. That's 4 more numbers. 16 numbers will make the point on head. And then if he fans, then it's a market loss. A market losing sequence for the newer players is a sequence of 2 rolls, one by you and one by the opponent, or vice versa, where it would be a double and a take before the sequence, but after the sequence, it becomes a double and a pass. So those are what you want to think about. Those are the threats. Now 4-1, this is where you just play 13-8. Okay, this is slightly off. That's the Middle Eastern split. Yeah, this is the correct play. It's important to study the opening rolls because they occur in every game. And if you continue to make errors, you're going to lose equity. Additionally, learning those will help you play better later in the game. So now the double six, he comes out all the way, has a big racing lead, 6-3. I wouldn't split against all those checkers. Either slot the 4 point, which is what I think I would do, or bring another checker. Oh, that's dangerous. Um, yeah, that's what I do. So now Joe has a big lead in the race. I think I would want to have made another inner-board point before doubling. Well, now, although what happens with this is if you roll like a 5-1 or a 5-3 to make the 5 point, you get a direct shot. And 5-4 is not so great. So maybe he should minimize the shots by playing 13-8-6-2. Yeah, that's the thing. He has a big racing lead, not so much anymore, but the structure is inflexible. So that gets Behrad back into the race. Another awkward roll. So what can he do here? Might just leave the indirect. So the ones plus 5-2 and 4-3. That's 15 numbers. Yeah, I like that, Amir. The 9 point is very valuable. A lot of people undervalue the 9 point. 5-2. Okay, so he decides to hit twice. That leaves 20 numbers. Now Behrad is on the bar, trailing 10 away, 8 away. He's considering doubling. So he has 20 numbers that hit. But the gap on the 4 and 3 point for black, make it a take. So now Joe is glad he took because he was missed. But Joe still has work to do. See, like this, you have to play 8-6 and then cover the ace point. Now, without that spare on the 10 point, he lacks the flexibility because if he wants to use the checker on the 10 point, he's going to have to break it. Oh, double 6. Okay, there. And I think you make the 2 point. Now, Kit Woolsey told me one time the most important point to have against a holding game is a point right in front of it. So black has a 21 point. White really wants to make the 5 point. But it's going to be hard. You can't really make it naturally without leaving a blot unless you roll a double. So now he's thinking of redoubling. So he's up 17 pips in the race. 86. So we can see the pip count. They have to count it. I'll show you how I count whites. The 5 on the 6 point is 30. When you have 2 each on the 8 and 7, it's another 30. And then 2 each on the 2 on the 10 is 20. So 30, 30, and 20, that's 80. And then 2, 4, 6. So that's 86. That was a 242 take. Maybe Amir, you could be a little bit more specific because there's like a 1 minute delay. So I'm not sure which position you're talking about. So if you say it's a take, please say it's a take when he was in this position. That will help. Okay, 3-1. He'll have to play behind. Hi, Rainer. How are you doing? Rainer Bierkle from Germany. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Oh, okay, so you like the rapid fire commentary. I guess I have to do it because I'm the only one here. So now Joe owns the 2 cube. Here's some awkward numbers. He's got to clear the bar point. For those not familiar, the 7 point is called the bar point because it's adjacent to the bar. So now what? Now do you split? I don't know. So like, if you stay back, what are some bad rolls? Like 6-4. So now here's some awkward rolls too. Although you might stay on the 18 point. So maybe Amir, if you're on XG, you can tell us the 3-2 for black. Yeah, he's trying to clean up the blot. So if he does hit a shot, he doesn't have a blot on the board. Okay, so he looks like he's doing this. You could also come out with a 3 and play 9-7. For the viewers, we were trying to get Amir to join us on the commentary, but we had some technical difficulties. 4-3. So he can play the super safe play like that. So if he rolls a 6 except for 6-4, he's got to go. 2-1, he can play safely. I think I played 2 to the ace point or possibly split. If I split, I'd be inclined to split to the 19 point because it'll duplicate some numbers like the 4s. Six three. So I would just clear from the back. If you clear from the front, if you clear the 8 point, you're only leaving 11 numbers, but you're going to have trouble with clearing the 10 point. So now this leaves 16 numbers. If you have a direct 6, that's 17 numbers, but here double 2 is blocked, so you subtract that, making it 16. So this is 11 numbers. So 5 more numbers. Now the other thing is, if he rolls a 6, except for double 6, he'll have to run, but a 6-1 would be good. So he's thinking about this. Hello to Lucy Cross in the chat. Everyone who's watching, please say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. Please hit the like button. It really helps. I think this is what I would do. Let me know what you would do here. Clear 8 or clear 10. Put in the chat. If you would clear the 8 point, put clear 8. If you would clear the 10 point, put clear 10. I want to see what the viewers think. That's a lot of fun. So again, it's 5 more shots. But now if he rolls like a 6-5, 6-4, 6-3, 6-2, it's got to come out. But still, you know, you have a blonde board. He's going back and forth and looking at the possible combinations. So the best move is always determined by the likelihood of future outcomes. So the top players, what they do is they make a potential play and think about how the opponent's numbers play next and then how his numbers play next. 4-2, he's got to do this. See, this is the thing now. He's holding. It's like a pseudo anchor. Thank you, Amir, for clarifying. So now he just stays back. Oh, wow, that's a great roll. But it leaves a shot. There were a lot of rolls that left a double shot. I think it's completely forced. Oh, he could do that. So those are the 3. Okay. There. And then he danced. Now I think it's a redouble and a pass. I mean, there are no gammons. 4 points gets him to the 4-way score, which Michi calls the platinum score. I mean, he does have a little extra recube vig. However, if black redoubles to 8, that's perfect for white. Okay. So 6 away, 10 away. 6-1 makes the bar point. 6-3 should run to the 14 point. 3-2 should hit and split. 2-6 from the bar. It's a Ray Fogerland, awkward number. So probably got to play the 6 down. And you can consider doubling, especially given the match score. Doesn't. So there, I think I make the 18 point. And then right there. Okay, he can do that. Makes another innerboard point. Couldn't come in. Now what happens if you make the 5 point is the checker on the 11 is no longer a builder for an innerboard point. So now he can bring another one down. I think I just step up from the back. Excuse me. This is the aggressive play. He's looking at an aggressive play. Okay. Joe enters with a 4-1. Enters both checkers. So now Behrad is thinking. So what has he got? 6s, 3s, and 2s to hit. And then he would have 2s to cover should he hit. Also 5s and 4s cover. He's up a lot in the race. Joe has 3 back, 2 on the 24 point. So I think I missed something. But now 6-2 for Joe. Now I think you have to double. He didn't double, so hits. And you can split from the 10 point, giving you more builders for the 4 point. Especially because white has the block on his 5 point. He just stepped up. Okay, so now that gives him good 2s. Yeah, mirror. Now I'm seeing that. I would have cleared the 10.2. 5-4 is a good roll, so 4. Okay, no, he's gonna make the board. 6-1. So now he's clearly playing on. That means you're too good to double because you're so likely to win a gammon. You're better off continuing to play for the gammon rather than doubling, in which case it would be a clear pass. 6-2, guess you cover the 5 point now. There you go. So now black is looking to either hit. Okay, this is interesting, but it leaves a lot of blots. Black is looking to hit or continue making the board. So there's the hit. And he steps up so he doesn't get stuck. 5-4 can't come in for Joe. 6-5. He brings the builder and keeps that 3 there to hit. And notice that the 3 is duplicated to enter and hit, which is good for black. So 5-1. 5. Yeah, so he leaves the 6-3. But more builders. Although his 3 is duplicated to make the point and hit. 5-3 can hit and bring a checker, I think, to the 7 point, so you can use that builder without breaking the point. Or maybe it was right to come into the 4 point. 4-3 comes in with 1. 4-3 makes the point on head, so that pins him to an ace point game. Has a lot higher winning percentage, and he's got a lot of gammons here. So now he's looking at clearing the bar point, but I don't think you need to do it that way because there are 2 on the bar. Just bring 11 to 6. You don't, double 6 won't leave a shot. Double 5 will be awkward. I mean, he's thinking like this, but when you're bearing off, I don't like checkers on the 2 point. I like him on the 5 and 4 against an ace point game. 3-2. So he can consider pre-clearing or just bring 1 in. Yeah, that's what he's thinking of. But I think this is going to give you more long-term safety. Okay, so now this is called the Shah's daughter. Perfect. A spare on every point. So 3-1 clears. That gives him a terrible 6-5 next and a bad 5-4. So he's thinking about that. But I think it's right anyway. Yeah, that will give you some awkward 4s. Okay, so that leaves 6-5, double 6. Okay, so he played it this way. All right, so Joe's looking for 1s to come in. Oh, clear 10 was right by that much. Yeah, Amir, that's what I was thinking. I mean, you leave more immediate shots, but then the subsequent shots, the subsequent position is terrible. I mean, you saw what happened. He did roll a good double 6. So now 5-2, take 2 checkers off. This leaves only 6-5. See, this leaves 6-5, 6-4, and double 4, 5, and 6. Double 5 still can't come in. Now 5-1. Okay, so this is going to leave a bad 6-4 and 5-4 next. Those are the things you want to think about when you're making these plays. Okay, 6-2, he finally comes in. So he's basically conceding the gammon, but he's going to want to try to make his board. He wants to save the backgammon, but the backgammons don't get him as much as the gammons. Okay, there's a shot. He hits it. Okay, very good for Joe. Now, I might bring it to the 10 point to leave a builder for the 4 point. There you go. So now, Behrad is looking for 4. Oh, he's thinking about doubling here. The issue is you have a lot of bad sequences. Double 3 is forced, so 4-3 will cover and then hit. All right. Now, Behrad is doubling. I don't know about this double because, okay, you've taken off all these checkers, but if you come in awkward and leave another blot, okay, so he's got to go to the 23 point and make the 3 point because you can't hit on the 22 because you'll have to play 4-3, leaving a double shot. Okay, 4-2 comes in and probably go to the 15. So 5-1 cannot hit. You see that? Now he has 2s, 3s, 1s to hit. 3-1 hits and makes the board. I think I hit and make the board because you want more dancing numbers to get shots on the other one. 4-1. Okay, so now he has 2s. 4-3 will make the bar point and then continue there for a builder for the 8 point. 5-2 can't move. Joe's looking for a 2. 3-1 keeps the back of the prime slotted. So now black really wants a 1. There you go. You have to lift now. Okay. So now Joe's going to want to make the 8 point and leave that blot. And then he's hoping, so there's the 6. So now he brings it down, waiting for black to roll a 1. Yeah, so he brings it into the 6 point. There you go. Oh, he hits? I don't think so. I think he's step up. Now he's going to want to hit loose and then bring that one up. 4-1. Okay, so he wants to make that 2 point right there. No, make the 2 point so he can leave 1s. See, now if he rolls a 1, he can play 24-23. The other way, if you made the 2 point, yeah, like that. Now he leaves a shot with 1s. Okay, come around. Okay. He's fishing for another checker. He wants black to hit him to recirculate, but now he can no longer do it. Try to pick up another block. So this is a shot leaving number. Oh no, that was his 6-5. Double 5 also leaves a shot. Okay, so he leaves an extra number. 5-1 hits. Great roll for black. Double six hits. Comes around all the way. 6-5. Okay, so now black's a big favorite, I believe. 6-2. 5 checkers off to many checkers off. Four one. Okay, so that's gin. Good game for black. All right, so now 7-5, 6 away, 8 away. When you get closer to the end of the match, even way scores are very valuable, especially 4 way. Now 2-1 steps up. Okay. 4-2. So this is a little bit awkward for black. Now, one thing to note is, okay, so he can do this. When the opponent splits with an early 2, having a checker on the 11 point is relatively safe because of duplication of 6-4, for example, in a money game. If one player opens with a 5-2 splitting, the correct play with the 5-2 is bringing 2 down. Leaving that checker on the 11 point is safer than it would be otherwise against like a 5-1 split. I did a video on my channel about that, so take a look at my channel. Look up Alex Backgammon. Lots of great videos. And also, of course, subscribe to Roberto's channel, Cafe, and Dmitry Obakov, backgammon, as well as the US BGF. Lots of great backgammon. Double 2 looks good, but not really as good as it looks because you can't do anything too productive. You might have to switch to the 2 points so he doesn't pound on you. I don't know. He's looking at this. He's looking at this too. See, this is what's called a tempo play. You hit to take away half the opponent's roll. So that prevents him from pointing on you with 3-2, 3-1, 2-1, double 3, double 2, double 1. Double 2 and double 1 still do it. Okay, now 4-2. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry I stepped away. My son is blasting his music, doing his DJ. Let me know in the chat if you could hear his music. I closed the door. Okay, so 4-3 makes the 3 point, now 3-1. Wow, still no double. Oh, Amir, you must be referring to Behrad's double in the previous game where he had borne off a lot of checkers. Thank you. Okay, so now 2-1. And you could do this and play 4-3. He's looking at making it, duplicates the 5s that hit. It gives you a nice strong position. The only issue is you only have a cover with an ace. 4-1, wrong 5. So he can cover, which covers the blot and makes the board point, but leaves us stripped and awkward structure. Okay, so Joe is doubling at 6 away. So he's leading by 32 pips. He's got a 4-point board with a broken 5 prime. So what are the threats? Well, he can make the bar point, but he can't make it with a 6-1. And if he rolls like a 5-1, he can't. He has to break something. 4-1. 3-1 is okay. 2-1 has to break something. And double 1 breaks it. But Behrad has a long way to go. He can hold that 23 point for a while. And Joe's checkers on his 20 point are quite disconnected from the rest of the army. So he's going to need something good to bring them home, like a double 5 or a double 4. Double 6, double 3, and double 1 don't work. Hello to Axel Mueller from Switzerland. So let me know what you think about this one. Take or pass? Hit 1 for take, 2 for pass. Well, take 1, 2 pass. Write in the chat. Let me know what you would do. This is a difficult decision. And this is like where I make a lot of blunders because these are really hard to evaluate. So basically the other thing is like, think about how the opponent's roles play. I mean, the other thing is it might already be a pass because, the 23-point anchor is not good. The issue is the timing because White still has to do work on both sides of the board, and you do have some checkers in the outfield to play with. The downside about Black's position is he has the ace point, which is basically 2 checkers that you can't move. It does make a point, but if you ever hit White, he's going to enter ahead of it. So there's no priming value to that. That's why purity is important. Purity means making points in order, making solid primes. So he does take, and now it's a 5-2. He can't make it. So I think he's going to have to play like this with 8-3, or he's going to look at coming out. Okay, 4-2. That's a good roll. Makes the point. 6-2. That's great. He hits. 5-1 comes in and destroys a structure. So these are the types of sequences. So you play these games out and look at what are the things that can happen. If anyone has used Backgammon Sage, it has a 2-roll dice distribution that I designed in it. And it's a good question for the audience. Let me know if you've played on Backgammon Sage. It has a lot of great features like the blunder database and so forth. 2-1, well, comes in and like that. I think I played to 7, fewer shots and blocks double 4s. And 6-4 would be an anti-joker. Whereas if he plays the other way, 6-3 can play. Okay, so he rolls a 4-3. I think you just come out. Okay, leaves 6-5 and double 5-3 numbers. That's not one of it, but it's dangerous to come out. Yeah, it just comes in and slots the next point. 6-2. So I think you do this to leave only double 5s. And it's a little closer. You have 6s to come in. Double 2, he starts building his board. Double 2. Okay, so do you clear that 8 point now? because that's going to be hard to clear. I kind of like this one. The fourth one is a little awkward. Yeah, this is difficult. He's going to want to look at it again. Or how about 8, 6, 8, 4, 12, 10? I don't know if you looked at that one. 1, 2, 3, and 6 to 4. Yeah, I like that one. 6, 4. I think he's got to come out, save some gammons. Okay, 4, 1 will come in and, well, I just bear it off. Wins more gammons. Gammons are valuable on a 2 cube at 6 away because they take you to the valuable 2 away score. That's a nice score to be at. 3, 2 comes in. 5, 4. So he's going to bear off 2 checkers. So now you want to see how the numbers play. Like 4s are blocked from the top. So he's got to play them in. Yeah, everyone's saying pass. Double 6, okay, 6, 2. Now he's got a lot of shots, a lot of rolls that leave a shot. So I clear from the 4 point. The 6 is forced, and I do this. Looking for a 2, that's 11 numbers. 30% of the time. No, he missed, and he's forced to run. Joe has small chances of winning a gammon here. That didn't help. I think you play 4 to 2 and then 3 off. So saves the gammon. Yeah, that's what I do to get extra decision for the PR. Right, there's a big difference between the 23 and the 22 point. Thank you, Lucy. 3 2s bringing 2 down, or he's splitting. Okay, so Joe is now at the valuable 4-way score. Michi calls it the platinum score because you win the match with perfect efficiency with a doubled gammon. Now, when the match is to 13 as here, winning 14 points has no additional gain over winning 13 points. That's called overage. You always want to win the match efficiently, meaning getting exactly to 13. Hello to Cece in the chat. And we have Peter Bankston and Chauvin Nazis. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Roberto's channel, Dimitri's channel, my channel, and the USBGF. Now double 3 for Joe. For those just joining us, Joe Urso from the US is playing the white checkers at the top. Behrad Ahmadi is playing the black checkers at the bottom. So he makes the 5 point. Okay, now he's looking at this. Okay. 6, 4. I think you just run from the back. He can make that point, but look at that huge gap on the 5, 4, and 3. Just bring it around. You're ahead in the race. I think I just run. Okay, double 6. So 2 down, slot the 4, then bring a third one down. Okay. You could have also slotted the 2, but I think I like this better. Okay, double 4 is a great roll. Yeah, just look at all the options first, just to be sure. You could do this, but I don't think so. You just do this. Okay, 6, 2. Is it time to bring 2 down? Or do you play inside? Okay, he does play inside. The midpoint still has a little bit of value. Okay, 6, 4. Now he can make the 4 point. That leaves 5, 3. Oh. These kinds of things are not very good because it's like, what are you going to do? This leaves a 5-3 only. There's also 13-7, 10-6. I think I like this the best. Long term, you really want to make the 5 and the 4. You don't want to make the 2. Oh yeah, if you play 10-6, it leaves more shots because there's 6-2 and 5-3. This leaves 0 shots, but without any spares in his outer board, he's going to have trouble making an inner board point. Yeah, I like this play. It also sort of dupes the 5-3, the 5 that covers, but obviously you're going to hit. All right, double 2. So now I think you break the midpoint. Well, he keeps it. Okay. Now he's looking at doubling. Don't think you're ahead in the race enough. Double 2. Okay, so he does that quickly. What are the other options? Let's take a look. Oh, he's looking at possibly playing 6-4. So now he still doesn't have a double. You made a deep point and it didn't work. Okay, so he's doubling, but the race is so close. So this combination is 4, 2, 4, and 6. So here's the thing. Okay, so you hit loose with the 4, but you're outboarded. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to pick and pass, which in Iran, they play that's not legal. So this leaves 5-3, double 4, and 6-4. That's 5 numbers. It's a lot. The other thing to think about is that Joe does not have too much recube value, especially when there's contact. Okay, so now he's got to start building the board. This is not so fun. So playing completely safe, but now that lets Joe in with 5s. Maybe you just do this. Let's leave 6-3 and 5-4. 4 numbers. But it gives him better chances to make the next points. This leaves 0 numbers, but it's going to be harder to bring things home. Now Black is in a more comfortable lead in the race. So he doesn't necessarily have to worry about containing him quite as much as before. John O'Hagan once told me, anytime you roll a double, stop, take a deep breath, and think, because there are usually many more good potential plays with a double as compared to a non-double. Okay, so he makes his bar point. 4-2 comes in and saves a 6. Or he comes there. What happens here is you may have a bad 6-1 later, should you want to stay back. Okay, so now I think I would just run for Joe. Down by 7 pips. But how are you going to bring things home? I don't know. I might have run with that 6-4 for Joe. That was an interesting one. Let me know if you put that in, Amir. 6-4 for white. Was it correct to run or break the midpoint? 5-2. So he's staying back. 5-3. He's not hitting. Okay, that's a big roll. Joe should run now. So now the race is much closer. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now the gap on black's 4-point might hurt him. 6-2 for Joe bears off 2 checkers. 5-4. So we're looking at how many checkers are in the tray. 3-1 slides to 6-5. 4-3 bears off 2 checkers. Now 6-4. So that is not good because the 4 plays D. 3-1 bears off 2. 6-2 bears off 2 checkers. 5-2 bears off 2 checkers. Double 2 is a great roll. 1-2, and then yeah, you could do this. It's fine. 6-3 gets 2. 3-1. Joe's gonna need something good. 6-3 is not good. Now 19 rolls bear off. That's not one of them, so he's gonna need double 2 or better 5 numbers. No, he doesn't get it. Okay, so 9-7, 4 away, 6 away. Hi, Wyatt Cap from Connecticut. Welcome. All right, so 2-1 splits, 6-2. This is where you split and bring one down. 4-1, you can make the bar point on head. When you make a point on head, that means you're hitting while making the point. 6-4 comes in and out. 5-3 can hit and bring another checker down. 6-3 comes in with a 3, and I think you just got to go out. If he hits from the midpoint, he's got to break it. 6-2 can't hit, but makes his 4-point. Very good. Now 5-2, and then maybe step up from the back so you see daylight. That means you can pop out with a 6. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to extricate the back checker. And you're on the point. You're not on the 5-point that Joe wants to make next. Usually, you want to avoid being on the point where the opponent wants to make next. So now it's a 4-2, plays 2 up. Okay, so a lot of attacking numbers here. So 5-1 should hit there and come down. I mean, what else are you going to do? Play to the 23? You can play behind. You could do that. No, he doesn't want to leave a blotting board with a weaker board. But in the early games, oftentimes it's right. 5-4 is a great roll. Anytime your opponent has an advanced anchor, it becomes increasingly important for you to have an advanced anchor. So now with the double 2s, he can come out. He's ahead 27 pips. 3-1. So now black's going to try to make his board. 5-4, he's got to play 2 on his side. There you go. 3-1. Okay, could have slotted the 4.2. Double 5, so that's a great roll. You got to do the whoa, wait. Break the midpoint. Okay, I think I would have broken the midpoint, but I think it's probably a double pass it anyway. Even at 4 away. It's not always whether you're leading or trailing. If you're at 4 away and you're leading 4 away, 5 away, or 4 away, 6 away, you can double more aggressively, especially in gammonish positions. I think at 4 away, 5 away, and 4 away, 7 away, you can also double more aggressively than money in non-gammonish positions. We play 5-point matches all the time in our weekly tournaments. So I'm used to the 4 away, 5 away score where the leader can double more aggressively than the trailer. That's because 2 points gets him to the valuable 2-way score and 4 points wins the match perfectly. Whereas on the other hand, 2 points gets the 5-way player to the awkward 3-away score. So he does pass. So now it's 3 away, 6 away. My friend Daniel Sorensen calls this double trouble. So you can be aggressive in terms of doubling as the trailer. 6-5 comes in and out. 6-5 can't cover but escapes the back checker. 2-1's a good roll, advances the back checker and hits. 6-2 from the bar is not good. He's got to do one of these things. I think it's 13-7. Yeah. 6-4. So now he has a choice to do something with the back checker or the one on the 14 or make the 2-point on head. Yeah, this way takes away half the roll and gains on double 6, double 2, and 6-2. 5-2 comes in and hits on the 11 point. 3-2 can come in and hit on the 18 point, sends a third checker back. 6-4 comes in and hits on the bar point. Double 6, that's the boxcar bonus. All right, so now he's thinking. He's behind in the race. He's also behind in the score. When you double as a trailer at 6 away, 3 away, the opponent does not have as much value of owning the cube. So that's a good roll. He can hit there and cover the bar point maybe, or anchor. Yeah. Yeah, he's got 2 on the bar, so he can't get hit. Okay, 6-1. Yeah, come down and make the bar point. Oh yeah, make the 5 point. Didn't see that for a minute. Moves quickly. 5-2 comes in and hits. So what happens if Joe were to ever redouble to 4, Black would have an automatic redouble to 8 for the match. So that's the thing that happens in matches. 6-4 comes in and comes out. Now Black has a lot of hitting rolls, hitting numbers. 1's 3, 6's 3 hits. And I'd probably just come down with the second checker. Yeah, like that. Okay, double 4. Not as good as it looks because none of the back checkers move. Yeah, so now Black can attack. What are the rolls? What are the numbers that hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 5s are bad. Two, 1. I think I hit twice there. There you go. Ooh, double 2. Great roll. Makes the anchor. Oh, 6-2. Now Joe 5-1 hits 2 more checkers. That was a huge swing there. Now Joe's a clear favorite to play on. 3-2 can hit and possibly come out. Hi, Amir from Toronto. Another Amir. Welcome. Amir. Just take a look at this. Here, we've got 71 watching and only 25 likes. So everyone please hit that like button. Trying to get to at least 50 likes in this match while we're live. Double 1. So does he consider moving forward from the 18 point? I think I might. Double 6 can't come in. All right, if you haven't hit the like button, raise your hand with a hand emoji in the chat so I can know who you are. Is Joe considering redoubling? Really tough to redouble at this score. really tough because it's going to be an automatic redouble to 8. So now 8 points will take him to 18. That's 5 points of overage. That's a lot. So he's thinking about it. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think I would double here. There are plenty of gammons that win you the match with only a single point of overage. The more overage you have, the less an incentive you have to redouble. Because you see, in a money game, you could redouble to 4 and it would stay on 4. And if you win a single game, you get 4 points. If you win a gammon, you get 8 points. But here, if he redoubles to 4, it's going to be an automatic redouble to 8 with a dead cube, and you're going to get 8 points, but you're only getting value for 3 of those 8s. So now he makes the board point, makes the 3 point with the 6-3. He can do that, or he can just bring 2 across. Double 3, okay, that worked. Now you can just play on. This is getting a little bit awkward. You could do this. That's why I thought he should have stepped up with the double 1 earlier from the 18 point. This gives him good 2s from the bar. I think I just do this. Leaves 5, 4, double 4, 4, 1. This does the same, but double 4 hits twice. So 4, 1, he can come in, come out. Not gonna hit. You gotta think about it. Yeah. That's what I would do, because you have that advanced anchor on the 21 on the 20 point. So that'll help you move forward. Yeah, this is not good. You really don't want the 1-5 back game. It doesn't play well as a back game because it does not create a lot of awkward rolls for the opponent during the bear-in and bear-off. Usually it transitions to a 20-point holding game or an ace-point game. So he hits with a 3-1, double 5, 1, 2, 3, and then bring the other one in, I think 10-5. Oh, that was all of them he had on the bar. 2, 3, okay. Now all those back checkers need to get moving. Or he could have pointed on head. Did you see that? Did he not have pointed on head? 10-2, 6-2, yeah, like that. That looks much cleaner. 6-1. Come in, and I think I come out. Don't like dumping checkers on the 2 point. Hello, Samsung from France. Is France playing today? Against England, I believe. 3rd place game. I'm looking forward to the finals of the World Cup between Spain and Argentina. While we're talking about the World Cup, let me know who's going to win, England or France. That's in the 3rd place match. And then who's going to win in the finals, Argentina or Spain? Let me know in the chat. So Joe got a second checker hit back. 6-3 runs out. So this is why he doubled, looking for gammons. 6-4 for white comes out. Now he's on the bar. Can't come in with 6-3. Gammons are back on. And he makes that point. Could also play 7-6. This gives him a lot more flexibility. Okay, so it worked. Now he's got sevens to hit. Guess you have to play 17 to 7 here. Okay, sixes and sevens. Wrong 7. Double 5. Hello, Jamal from Tulsa. Welcome. First thing is smash the like button. So this game has turned around back and forth many times. I guess you just play 9 to 3 here. One thing you want to look for positional features, pattern recognition. When you have a strip 6 point and you have 3 checkers on the 7 during the Baron, it's awkward. So they're 5-3. I think he's going to have to make the 4 point and leave a 4 shot. It somewhat duplicates the 4s that hit and the 4s that he needs to come up. But if he hits, he's going to have plenty of time. Yeah, there you go. If you're going to leave a shot, might as well make an innerboard point. 4-3. Okay, so there. That's what I mean. The 4 hits and he's still stuck with the back checkers. Oh, Joe rolls a perfect 6-1. Unbelievable. Now Joe has 17 numbers. Wow, double 6 is completely forced. 4-3 dances. 6-5 is forced. Now he has shots from the bar. That's not one of them. Okay, so I think he's got to play in all the way. Thanks, Tabletop Gameware. Still haven't heard from you guys. Who's going to win the World Cup? Spain or Argentina? And who's going to win the 3rd place? England or France? 5-1. Okay. Now he's got bad 6-5. 6-2 is a good roll. Now Joe's trying to win with a gammon on a 2 cube. 5-4. Just bring him around to cover the bar point. That's what you want to do here. I might have tried to cover the bar point to fish for another checker. 4-2. So now he's got bad double 3s or higher as well as double 1s. That worked. 6-5 is going to come out and cover. Oh, he's not going to cover now. Okay. 6-2. Okay, so now there's some shots on the next roll. 6-5. Yeah, now he doesn't cover. Double 6. Okay, last chance. 5-2. He misses. So Joe wins the match. Congratulations to Joe Urso. Winning the match against Behrad Ahmadi. So he hit and he hit with the 2-1 and bore it off. Okay. Very good. Congratulations.